Take my life and let it be set on fire for
That was easy, right?
Martha and I and several others took the NRA pistol shooting class just recently, and we learned a few things, so I'm going to try to incorporate them in my shooting today. I use a 22 pistol because my hands aren't strong enough to use a stronger pistol, but it's better to be able to shoot than just struggle with your gun, so that's why I use the 22. I learned that to shoot you should really have your arm stiffly, really locked out, and when you pull on the trigger, be sure you use the part of your finger that is going to make it hit the target better, because if it's too far one way, you could go to the right, too far the other way to the left, so you have to find the point where you can shoot the straightest. It's hard to understand. It was hard for me to understand that, but you eventually learn just by your own practice which way works for you. So I'm going to put the magazine in the gun now. I'm going to take the safety latch off, which is right here, so that it has the red mark. That means it's ready to fire. Always keep your fingers straight above the trigger until you're ready to shoot. So first you have to aim. You have to, on my gun it's 3 white dots in a row, and you're looking at the farthest dot, the one that's up here on the front of the gun, and you're putting it right on the target where you want the bullet to land. And then we also learned how important breathing is. You should take some deep breaths, and then don't breathe when you shoot. It moves your body, it wiggles your body just enough that you won't shoot where you want to shoot. Okay, that was 10 shots. One of them got into the center ring. That's good. None of them were outside of the whole circle, so that's not too bad. I could have done better, but I'm gonna let Martha try it now.
So Carolyn is letting me use her 22 pistol. Well, I haven't gotten one yet, even though I have my CCW. So at this NRA pistol class, we learned how to shoot better. And I have little experience with the pistol, but I was able to pass level 2 in the shooting test that we took at the end of the class. They talked about locking your arms out. Now I'm going to use a 9mm, and we'll see how that goes. Got to really lock it out with this one.
Hi, I'm Carolyn.
And I'm Martha.
And we're the Gunmas. And this time we're going to talk about the NRA pistol shooting class we went to. The basics of pistol shooting. It was a great class, wasn't it, Martha?
Oh, it was great. It was so helpful.
Especially for us who were new at this gun handling business.
Yes, very
So, we learned a lot. We learned a lot about safety. We learned a lot about the gun itself, the parts of the gun and how they work, and just things we may not have known. But then we also learned safety rules because each gun is different, so we learned other rules, and you just have to know your manual. So we learned how to use a gun safely, right?
That's much more safer.
such a powerful tool. If we don't learn to use it safely, then it's very dangerous. It's life and death.
Even just turning the safety on and off, keeping the finger off the trigger, I found myself sometimes forgetting those simple things, or even forgetting where the things were.
That's the thing, you can't be too tired when you're
That's for sure.
practice shooting. Yes, you might be in an emergency where if you're tired, no matter what, but when you practice, this is when you learn how to shoot safely and correctly, so that when you do have, if you ever had a need to use your gun in an emergency, you can do it. But when you're practicing, it's better not to be too tired.
Or taking some medication if you have to. Just like what it says on the medications, all the medications don't use heavy equipment. I would say that you could include firearms as a heavy equipment, because it's dangerous just like any of the power tools, if not more. It's very powerful. It's a very good thing to master for our own protection and the protection of our loved ones, as we know.
And you don't even need to have a gun to take this course.
Right.
If you're just thinking that you'd like to learn to use a pistol for your own safety or to protect your loved ones, you can take the course, and they have guns. And actually it was a 2-day course. The first day was mostly in the classroom.
The two men that gave it were retired police
Right.
officers, and they were very helpful, very good. They knew a lot of information and have experienced a lot of situations.
Right. So it gave us a lot of confidence. So the first day was mostly in the classroom, and then we used some laser pistols just to get the practice. You could see where the laser light was pointing, so you could practice using the trigger and so on.
The trigger actually pulled, so you could.
And the trigger actually pulled. They were just like kind of rubber guns, I guess.
Yeah.
And so, but then the second day we actually used pistols, and there were 4 different levels. And some people only felt comfortable doing the first level. Martha and I made it to 2 and 3 levels.
I didn't pass the third
Oh, I passed the 3rd level, but it was really by the skin of my teeth. So it gives you a certain confidence. At least you used a gun if you never used it before. And we were all pretty much beginners. This course doesn't always have to be just for beginners, but we had a group of 13 people.
One thing that I learned and that you talked about before was the awareness, and I never thought about looking past the target or being aware of your surroundings, because often you're at a range and you're thinking just of the target and not looking past the target, where in a real life situation it could be very serious. You don't want to be shooting at a target that has something behind it, a loved one behind it. Yeah.
Or anybody,
Right.
innocent person.
Innocent person.
We're very new to this, and these are the things that we learned through this course. It gave us confidence, but you should take it for yourself.
Yeah, we really recommend it.
We highly recommend it, yes.
Because especially if you have any fears about using firearms, this class can really help you overcome those fears. And it's important, even especially as we get older, that we challenge ourselves to overcome fears so we can still grow. But especially with firearms, it's so important. This is how we love God and love our neighbor, because God wants us to live, and He wants our neighbor, our loved ones to live. He wants us to be able to protect ourselves and protect others, because God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power, of love, and of a sound mind. We're really grateful and for being able to attend this class, and hope that you will have the opportunity to do so also.
This is our thoughts on what we learned from our NRA pistol shooting class. And if you like what you heard, please like and subscribe. Thank you.
As I mentioned before, I haven't gotten my pistol yet. I have my CCW, and I'm looking for a pistol. My hands are a little weak, and I'm a little bit on the old side, just a little bit.
but yeah, just a little bit really. And I would like some suggestions. So if you have any suggestions, please leave your comments below.